Dear 8th standard students, we have studied in last video absolute humidity. I said you absolute humidity means the amount of water vapor in the 1 cubic meter of air is the absolute humidity. Water vapor you know, okay, 1 cubic meter, it is the volume of air. So the amount of water vapor in 1 cubic meter of air is called absolute humidity. So today we are going to study relative humidity. What is the meaning of relative humidity? The amount of water vapor needed for The amount of water vapor needed for the saturation of air is called relative humidity. Very simple definition is there of relative humidity. Amount of water vapor. Water vapor is measured in percentage. So percentage of water vapor needed for the saturation of air is called relative humidity. So you must know what is the meaning of saturation. So let's understand saturation. Previously also I explained you what is the meaning of saturation. So saturation means when moisture holding capacity of the air and moisture present in the air becomes equal, and this condition is called saturation. Moisture in the air as well as the capacity to hold moisture becomes equal. Moisture in the air, moisture present in the air and capacity to hold moisture becomes equal. This condition is called saturation of air. And what is meant by relative humidity? Relative humidity means percentage of water vapor needed for saturation is called relative humidity. So very easy, that is absolute humidity means the amount of water vapor in 1 cubic meter is called absolute humidity. Saturation means when the amount of water vapor present in the air and the water holding capacity of air becomes equal. Such condition is called saturation. What is meant by relative humidity? Relative humidity means amount of water vapor, percentage of water vapor needed for saturation is called relative humidity. So this is about absolute humidity, saturation and relative humidity. So the amount of water vapor is expressed in percentage. Relative humidity is the amount of moisture needed for saturation is called relative humidity. Relative humidity changes when change in temperature leads to change in the moisture holding capacity, and it leads in the change in the relative humidity. Relative humidity change when the temperature of air changes. When the temperature of air changes, moisture holding capacity of air changes. When moisture holding capacity of air changes, relative humidity is also changes. So relative humidity is found to be high in the morning and night. In morning and night, relative humidity is high. It is found to be comparatively low in the afternoon. So air doesn't become saturated in the afternoon. So relative humidity is low in the afternoon. Relative humidity is found to be more in the coastal areas, and it is found to be less in the desert areas. So relative humidity will be more in coastal areas, which are the place which is situated near the ocean or sea is called coastal area. So relative humidity is more in coastal area than the desert area. Let's study about condensation and densification. Condensation and densification. The process of changing water vapor into water is called condensation. The process of changing water vapor into water is called condensation or densification. Sublimation means when vapor changes into solid particles is called sublimation. When vapor changes into ice or a frost or a snow, it is called sublimation. When the gas direct changes into solid, it is called sublimation. Here water vapors are directly changes into either the either the frost or ice or snow. And this process is called sublimation. When temperature of air reduces, water holding capacity of air also reduces, and the relative humidity of air becomes 100%. When the relative humidity becomes 100%, vapor starts condensing. At what situation vapor start condensing? When relative humidity becomes 100%, vapor starts condensing. Okay, and it is called dew point. What is the dew point? When air cannot hold water vapor. This condition of air is called dew point. When air is unable to hold water vapor, that condition is called dew point. For condensation, temperature should be low and relative humidity must be high. For the condensation, which conditions are there? Temperature should be low and relative humidity should be high. In the free environment, condensation of the vapor in the air occurs around fine particles. Condensation of vapor occurs around the fine particles like dust particles, dust in the air or smoke in the air. So let's understand about the dew, frost and fog. Dew, frost and fog, these are all forms of condensation on ground level. Dew, frost and fog, these are the forms of condensation on the ground level. Condensation means when water vapor turns into water droplets, it is called condensation. And when the condensation occurring at the ground level, okay, dew, frost or fog can be formed. Okay, while clouds are form of condensation at higher elevation. Clouds forms at the higher elevation, okay, and it is also a form of condensation. Cloud formation is also a form of condensation. Minute particles or minute droplets of water deposited on surface, okay, during morning or evening, okay, and this process is called condensation of air. Minute water droplets, they are found in the morning and evening on the surface, okay, it is called condensation of air. Condensation occurs when the droplets are deposited on the leaves. It is called dew. Dew means you can get to see the droplets of water on the bike seats, on the leaves, on the trees, and it is a dew. Minute particles of water droplet is called dew. Minute particles of water droplet is called dew. Dew is also a condensation. Okay. Fog is very minute ice or a water particles. Fog can be in the form of ice or in the form of water. Fog floats in the air. Fog is at lower elevation. कम height पे दिखता है आपको fog. Fog occurs due to the local weather conditions. There is a negative effect of fog. The visibility in the area reduces because of fog. If fog is there outside, we cannot see the things clearly. Okay, so visibility is visibility reduces due to fog. What is frost? Due to low temperature, the vapor in the air converts into ice. Due to low temperature, vapor in the air converts into the ice, and this is called frost. Frost can be seen on leaves of trees or gases. So, students, what is frost? Frost occur due to the low temperature. Water vapor in the air, they converts into ice. It is called frost. Frost you will get to see on the leaves of trees and grasses. There is a difference in fog and smog. Fog means water droplets in the air. Small minute water droplets floats in the air is called fog. And smog means combination of dust particle and polluted air is called smog. Combination of dust particle and polluted air is called smog, and combination of air and water droplet is called fog. When water vapors, students, you may be surprised that why clouds float on air. Okay, we will see what clouds float on where on in air. Condensed water or snow particles are very fine. Okay, water droplets are water droplets or snow particles, they are very fine, they are very small, they are weightless, hence clouds floats on water. What is the reason behind clouds floating in water? Because these water droplets, snow particles, they are very fine, they are very small, they are weightless, hence these water droplets, these clouds floats in air. Students, you have to draw 3.7 diagram, raindrop diagram you have to draw in your notebook. That is a raindrop, diameter of that raindrop is 5 micrometer. Okay students, let's study about clouds. Okay, clouds, how clouds form. Because of sun's heat, land and weather get heated. You are seeing that we are feeling hot today because outside hot sun is there, and because of this hot sun heat, now land also get heated and water also get heated. Okay, so air near the land get heated up, air near the land get heated up and rises higher. As it is going higher and higher, the temperature of air reduces and the moisture holding capacity of air also reduces. As the temperature reduces, moisture holding capacity of air also reduces, and relative humidity keeps on increasing. As the moisture holding capacity of air and moisture present in the air becomes equal, it is called saturation. So relative humidity also increases. Water vapor in the air turns into water droplets or snow particles, and these water droplets and snow particles is called precipitation. Okay, and this condition is called dew point. When condensation occurs and water vapors converts into water droplets, this point is called dew point of air. When we get rain, जब हमको रेन मिलती है तब हवा की वाटर वेपर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी ख़त्म हो जाती है, इक्वल हो जाती है, और उसकी रिलेटिव ह्यूमिडिटी बढ़ जाती है, and water holding capacity is reduces and we get rainfall. Okay, and that point is called dew point. Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. Okay, what I said? Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. Okay, they accumulate around the dust particle, they become large and they form clouds. How clouds are formed? Okay, condensation occur, fine particles of ice and water float in the air, they gather, they accumulate around the dust particle, they become large and they form clouds. At higher altitude, size of cloud is smaller. At the higher altitude, मतलब ऊंचा, the meaning of higher altitude, ऊंचा, बहुत height पे. At the higher altitude, size of cloud is smaller. At the lower altitude, size of cloud is larger. At lower altitude, size of cloud is larger. At higher altitude, size of cloud is larger. So students, we are going to study types of clouds in our next video. Till that, bye. We are going to see types of clouds. Okay, cloud type according to the international classification. So there are types of clouds. Cirrus clouds are there. These types are according to the height. Okay, cirrus clouds, cirrostratus and cirrocumulus clouds you will found at 7,000 meter to 14,000. Up from 7,000 meters to 14,000 meters you will get to see cirrus, cirrostratus and cirrocumulus clouds. From 2000 to 700, descending order. Okay, from 2000 to 700, which types of clouds you will get to see? Altostratus, altocumulus. From less than 2000, below 2000, you will get to see stratocumulus, stratus and nimbostratus. Okay, this extent could be variable. So general altitude is not given, so their altitude can be changed, cumulus cloud and cumulonimbus. So there are 10 types of clouds according to the height. Okay, 3 clouds, 7,000 to 14,000, 3 types of clouds are there, 2,000 to 7,000. 2 types of clouds are there, less than 2,000, फोर टाइप्स ऑफ क्लाउड्स आर देयर एंड द एक्सटेंट कैन बी वेरिएबल, उनका एक्सटेंट चेंज होते रहता है, ऐसे टू टाइप्स के क्लाउड्स है. सो वी विल स्टडी अबाउट दिस क्लाउड्स इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो. टिल दैट, थैंक यू, गुड बाय.